We are here with Professor Cecconi of the LDM Institute to talk about sustainability and nutrition. Professor Cecconi, what is the healthiest diet?
Well, the healthiest dietetic pattern we can say that is the Mediterranean diet, which has been defined for years after a lot of studies have been done to be really the kind of diet that is able to prevent some of the most important diseases like cardiovascular diseases and some cancers. And this diet has been discovered for the first time in the 50s by this American biologist. He was actually also an epidemiologist, and he was studying the incidence of cardiovascular diseases all over the world. And he discovered that there was an area in the south of Italy where the incidence of this kind of disease was extremely low. So he decided to go there and check what was the lifestyle of these people. And what he discovered was that their lifestyle was, of course, first of all, extremely active. And the basic of their diet was eating a lot of fruits and vegetables, a lot of all grain pasta and bread, mainly vegetable origin proteins coming from pulses, for example. And they then eat it like white meat, fish as main sources of animal proteins. And going up, let's say, in the pyramid, they were eating a very little amount of red meat. So very seldomly they were eating red meat. The positive of the Mediterranean diet is that, of course, when it was discovered, it was mainly followed by people living in Italy and in the Mediterranean Sea area. But this is a diet that can be followed by anybody in the world, just making similar choices, and that would create really the same dietetic pattern. So if we want to represent like the Mediterranean diet pattern using the shape of a pyramid, for example, we would see at the bottom of the pyramid fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, pulses, bread, pasta, potatoes to be eaten like every day in multiple servings. Then going up, we will find fish as main source of proteins, white meat, cheese, especially the light ones, then going to the aged cheese. And then really at the top of the pyramid we will see red meat that needs to be eaten in very little amount and not that frequently, and sweets.
What impact does the Mediterranean diet have on the environment?
Well, also here we can say that if we follow the Mediterranean diet, the food we need to eat in multiple servings or also per day and more frequently along the week are those that have a lower impact on the environment compared to those that we need to consume in smaller amount. And actually exists also some representations of a sort of inverted pyramids that shows how low is the impact of those food that we need to eat in big servings and more times per week compared to those that we need to eat not on a regular basis. And the one that we need to eat not on a regular basis are actually those that have the biggest impact on the environment. And just to give you an example, if we think about, for example, the greenhouse gases emission, you can think that in order to produce 1 kilo of beef, so red meat, we need around 27 kilos of greenhouse gases emission. For the same amount of lentils, we need around 1 kilo, maybe a bit less. And when it comes to water footprint, in order to produce 1 kilo of beef, we need around 15,000 liters of water, while to produce 1 kilo of vegetables, we need around 300 liters of water. So a massive difference. And this, I mean, let us say clearly that the diet that is good for us is also good for the planet.